Why did I join real life trading? Oh, this guy's just getting paid to say nice things about RLT. No, it's actually much more genuine than that. Jeremy Newsom is a client of mine. He's been a client of mine for well over a year now on the tax planning side. I actually have always been fascinated with stocks. I remember being a little boy at my grandmother's house, and she used to watch, she would always have CNN on, and I remember seeing those like bars on the screen when they were talking about the markets and just thinking, if you could figure out how to recognize the patterns of when these are going up and when these are going down, you would never have to worry about money again. You would be the person who doesn't have to worry about money anymore. So I was always very fascinated by it, but I never really had the opportunity to properly learn, like, how do professional traders do this? They're not gamblers. We're not playing slots here. There's a pattern to this. So by the time, that relationship had progressed for a good 9 months, I was interested in perhaps learning a little bit myself. And Jeremy's like, yeah, we'll teach you swing trading. So I took the beginner swing trading course, and I was just off to the races after that. Shortly after I joined RLT, we had the options event in Miami. That was this past April. The thing that really stood out to me about this event was it was honestly the most authentic business event I've ever been to. Nobody there had an ulterior motive. Everybody who was there because they liked to trade and they wanted to learn more about it and they wanted to be, with their community, just like me. The event really struck me and I just kept learning. I kept running the paper trader. I made trades that worked really well. I made a lot of trades that worked really poorly. And I had to make those mistakes to really learn, just like anything else. You go to drive a stick shift, you're gonna stall it 20 times before you learn how to work the clutch. I got confident enough that I stopped trading on paper and I took the training wheels off and I started trading with real money. And I think the thing that excited me the most about trading was, I've been an entrepreneur really for over 10 years. The joke that I like to make, I've been meaningfully unemployed for over 10 years. I've been meaningfully unemployed since I was in my early 20s. I remember the very last job I ever had. I remember the very first business I had, and when I had a definitive moment when I knew I was never gonna have a resume again. I was never gonna be working for somebody else again. Anyone who's been in business knows that there's a lot to it. Employees, risk, people trying to sue you, a lot to manage with personnel and clients and service and everything else. Everyone wants to scale their business. Well, I was always of the philosophy that I really only want to scale so much. Like, I only want to have maybe 10 to 20 people on my team at most. I don't want to build a $10, $100 million tax practice. I like a niche practice that maybe I build it up to a couple million. I wasn't looking to do any kind of crazy scaling. But the thing that excited me about trading was you can scale this to infinity because, if you go to reallifetrading.com, if you take that beginner swing trading course like I did, one of the things that Jeremy teaches you right off the bat is risk units. So, you decide what your risk unit is. Is it going to be $200? Is it going to be $2,000? And when you set up a trade, if the trade fails, that's what you lose. It's a fixed loss. Okay, so your risk is now controlled. What are we trying to get out? Are we trying to get a certain percentage? No, we're trying to profit a certain number of R's, a certain number of risk units. Oftentimes, your risk unit is dependent on the size of your account. So you have a $100,000 account, you say, okay, my risk unit is going to be 1% of the account. If you work that account and you keep putting money back into it until it's $1 million account, that same risk unit is now $10,000. So the exact same trade where maybe your target is typically going to be 2.4 R's. At the $1,000 risk unit, your successful trade made you $2,400. It's really good. But that exact same trade at that $1 million account makes you $24,000. But Danny, you're going to lose $10,000 on an unsuccessful trade. Yeah, the risk unit is fixed. If your win rate is high enough, if you're winning more than you're losing, then it works in your favor, not against you. You just accept the fact that sometimes you lose 10 grand in a day, and it's okay. But you can scale that to virtually infinity, and that exact same trade, that exact same work that you did to do that trade makes you more and more and more money. And eventually you just get to a point where you never have to worry about money anymore. You do one good day trade that's even decent, you pull 1.2 R's. Well, if that's $12,000, hell, that's my rent, that's my mortgage, that's all my monthly bills paid and then some on a single trade. You run a few good trades a month, you just never run out of money. And you can trade in different markets. You can trade with cryptocurrencies. If the dollar becomes devalued more and more, you trade in different currencies. It's a way to not only scale your wealth to infinity, but it's also a way to insulate yourself from the inevitable changes of tide in the world. That was the vision I saw when I first started to learn how to trade, and that's the vision that I'm working towards now. And so that was why I joined RLT. It was a genuine curiosity from a young age, and I just happened to find the right person. You know, there's a lot of people out there that don't teach you about risk units. And there's people out there that they have one bad trade and 30% of their account is just gone overnight because they made one bad trade because they didn't control their risk. The comprehensive way that we're being taught how to run trades, how to manage the risk, how to know when a trade is good and when it isn't, and how to recognize the patterns. If you train this enough, it's like anything else. Trading is just a skill. It's a skill that if you practice it, you practice it, you practice it, it becomes second nature. And so my goal is to practice this skill with my community, which is another great thing about RLT, is I have a community. If I think I see a trade that's good, I can run it by some other people and get a second opinion. Sometimes I think I see a great trade and people in RLT are like, well, I'm not so sure, and then they point out something that I missed. It gives me a sense of security when I'm trading. It gives me a sense of, if I do make a mistake, I'm gonna learn from it and not make that mistake again. And now I'm very confident that I've got a basic level of proficiency. I actually just took a trade on Tesla the day before we record this video because it formed a very similar pattern to another very good trade I had on Tesla a month earlier. And needless to say, Jeremy's in it with me. So if he thinks it's a good trade, apparently it's a good trade. So doesn't mean you're always going to be right, but you can definitely win consistently and ultimately make money in the markets rather than lose it. And that's why I joined RLT.